The Story of Master Confucius and Shang Tuo, Part 3 of 13, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on March 10th, 2021.
It's very difficult to be a governor of California and of New York. These two states are very diverse. Different ethnics, different kind of political opinions, and so on and so forth. Also,
Yes, ma'am.
and always new people immigrate to New York or California. People just like them, like these states. It's a big hub of population. You want to hear a bad joke?
Yes, please.
I think, I'm not sure. Maybe it was on our TV already. The teacher asked the class whether or not they can tell which state has the most stupid people. So one kid said, New York. So the teacher asked, well, why? He said, because it is said on the research that in New York, the population is the most dense. You know, dense mean very populated, right?
Yes.
Very crowded. But dense also means, you're dense, you're thick in here. Kids, kids. I'm sorry for the New Yorkers. It's not my joke, okay? And it's just a different bad interpretation. All right. And what else? The wildfire, they blame him also? You think he can control that?
No.
I told you before already. Why not blame him for World War II, World War I, or maybe even not coming yet other disasters, huh? Might as well blame him for all that.
Yes.
Now, what is the next?
His handling of the homelessness problem in California.
Okay, homeless, they have it everywhere. But maybe more in California because it's warmer weather. Very reasonable weather and not so damp, it's dry. So the homeless people, mostly they stay there because it's safer for them, more reasonable for them. But homeless, they have everywhere. I saw it even in Canada when I was there in Toronto. I saw it in Paris. I saw it in London. I saw it in every country that I have set foot on. You got that?
Yes.
So why blaming him? He has done a lot for the homeless, more than many other states that I know, or many other countries. Yeah? He spent how much? Can you refresh me again for the homeless people?
He launched the Project Room Key with the emergency housing program that moved more than
20,000 people? What?
22,000 people off the streets.
Yeah, wow. Can you imagine? It's not a small task. It's big. It's huge.
Yes.
Can you see how ungrateful people are? I'm sure the homeless people are grateful. Just other people, they don't want to see this and don't want to know about this. And that's not fair, is it, right?
No.
I would vote for this guy again, forever. So why do they blame him for homeless problem? Some people also, they choose to be homeless. They like the freedom of it. They like the independence of it. That's according to some research. So anyway, if they're homeless, it's not his fault. And he tried his best already. Yes. Apart from all that, there is also a limited amount that he can sign with the executive order if that exists in his state. And that he has to ask also his assembly whether or not he can get more money out. It's not that you are governor, then you can take as much money as you want out and do anything you want. It's not like that, right? Yeah. I mean, there's a limit for what he can take out from the state money or to apply for the state money or national money to help the homeless or to help whomever he thinks necessary.
Yes.
Just like if you are president, sometimes you want to do some project, but the House doesn't vote for it. Or the House doesn't agree, or the Senate veto it, then you also cannot do anything. That's the beauty of being in a democratic country, no?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And a problem. Oh my God. What are they doing to this poor, extraordinary, loving, good, excellent governor? But I do know, now that you ask me, I have just looked, and these are some of the zealous demons that cause the people to make trouble for him. I have just asked some of my gods, my invisible protectors, to take care of that. I said, drag them to hell.
Oh, thank you.
Because if people are good, like good leaders, positive government officials, they would try to make trouble.
Yes, Master.
Same like President Trump. You see?
Yes.
How much he has done for the international community and for his own country. And they still cheat him out.
Yes.
And all the courts and others who has something to say did nothing. Did not even hear the case.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Did not even want to hear the witnesses. Thousands of them. The insider witnesses, the one who worked on this, project even. The ones who know about all that didn't want to hear. Yeah, so yes.
Yes.
That's why I kick these zealous demons. The same with the governor Cuomo. Yes, the same. Also these, there are not many left over. Well, there are many enough. I mean, even just some thousands or 10,000 is already big enough to make trouble everywhere. They just make things happen to these good ministers or governors. Whomever I know about, I tell them to catch them and put them in hell. And if they really repent, then put them in the heaven hell. The one that I created neutrally. It's not hell, not heaven, but they are comfortable, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the best leniency that I could afford to them. These zealous demons, they cause so much trouble everywhere. That's why. Now you know.
Yes.
Now, it's not only humans, because even the blind people could see what the governor did for his state. In his position, the best he can do, even for the poor wild animals whom he cannot get any votes from. Can the animals vote for him? The wild animals live in the forest. So that means he approved all that. He allowed all that. That means he's a good boy.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yes, he's unconditional, caring and loving. I advise people to vote for him more and don't just blindly follow these oppositions who are influenced by demons.
Yes, Master.
It's also not these opposition leading groups' fault. They are influenced. They are driving under the influence. Yeah. Meaning they're driving this case. Yes, under the influence of the negative demons. Okay, so I feel sorry for everybody, but to blame the governor and want him out, that's not enough reason.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Even if he went to the party, that's the only case that you could accuse him of. But many people did that, just didn't get caught. And some got caught.
Yes, Master.
They should not resign or be impeached just for that. You can't impeach people just because of just one moment of weakness and no harm to anybody.
Yes, Master.
And the homeless, I told you about the homeless now, right?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, he did a lot already. And what else?
There was lack of affordable housing.
Yeah, man. It's lacking everywhere. Even in London, Paris. It depends on how much you want to afford. Yes. And then in Tokyo, also a similar situation. Especially, like, for example, New York, also lack of affordable housing is very expensive.
Yes, Master.
In New York, London, Paris, Tokyo, for example, these are top most expensive cities in the world, and California also. because it's a crowded state.
Yes, ma'am.
People just love to immigrate to these areas and then crowd the cities and the state all the time. So even if he has a magic power, it takes longer than that. Even magic, even miracle takes longer than that. Takes longer to build all this. Even in Israel also, people came out on the streets to one time, I read it a few years ago. Young people especially, they went out on the streets to protest against Prime Minister Netanyahu because of not enough housing for them.
Yes, ma'am.
And in Tokyo, people build small, like matchbox houses because they don't have enough room to build anymore. You look into the Tokyo videotape or something, Clifton, you see what I'm saying. I was there, I saw it. Very, very cute little houses, whatever they can do. And if they have a room, that's lucky already. That room will be used to be a guest room, a living room, as well as a dining room. And then in the evening, in the night, they put tatami, move all the table aside or sofa aside. They put tatami, and it will be sleeping room for the family. I saw that myself. These are not poor people even yet. They have good income. Yes. That was one of my own disciples. Yeah. They have bookstore and business, but they have only 2 rooms. One smaller room, maybe for the children or for the couple, and then the bigger living room for the children, something like that. And everywhere, every little centimeter is used, whatever they can use. Like books on the staircase, shoes, slippers are all on the staircase. A staircase became like a bookshelf. You have to just make do with what you have, or not.